What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to my video. Today I'm going to be talking to you guys about Redball. This is a Spac company. I know a lot of the Spacs have died down, but this may be a possible gold mine. So originally Redball was rumored to merge with UFC, and that did not go through. Then they were rumored to go ahead and bring Liverpool FC. So for those of you guys that don't know what Liverpool FC is, it's a football club in England, in Liverpool, and it's a very famous club. And they were supposed to go ahead and bring them public, but the talks didn't go through, and I believe that was like a month ago. And essentially what happened was the deal didn't go through, so a company called Rbac went ahead and used their parent. So there was a parent company called Fenway Sports Group. They went ahead and purchased Liverpool, and now the private investment company is going to be taking over Fenway Sports Group. And it is a private company, and they're looking to use their Spac Redball to bring them public. And for those of you guys that don't know what Fenway Sports Group is, they're currently owners of the Boston Red Sox, Liverpool. So Boston Red Sox, Liverpool, Fenway Park, Enfield, which is the soccer field they play at. Rauch Fenway Racing, which is part of the NASCAR. They own 50% of it. You have the two Red Sox team. They have a sports management team, a sports network for cable and satellite to stream, to show sports. MGM Music Hall. There's a real estate and a music company. They own all of that put together. And Liverpool currently is worth about 2.2 billion. That's as of 2019. And Red Sox is worth about 3.5 billion. And after you add up everything, they're worth about 7.4 billion. So what's happening is they're going to be giving LeBron James 1% of the whole entire company. And because he is part owner of Liverpool, so only to make it fair. And they're going to own 10% of the company, while the other owners are going to own a majority of it. And they're going to be going ahead and taking that 10% of the company and putting it through a SPAC, through a merger. This isn't confirmed yet. It's all rumors and speculation. There is a lot of options today being purchased. The volumes have skyrocketed for options. So there is stuff that people have seen that isn't really available to the public. And there are two articles talking about the failed trade, the failed Liverpool going public. But that is what it's looking like for the plan. So the private investment company is going to use their SPAC to go ahead and put Fenway Sports Group. And if you do own Fenway Sports Group, you essentially own all these teams. So the risk is very small considering it's under NAV. It's SPAC stocks under $10. So if the merger doesn't happen and they don't find another merger company, you're guaranteed your $10 back. What I went ahead and did actually is I purchased some shares for 2020, not shares, options for 2022. And I also went ahead and purchased warrants. So if you guys don't know, the warrants are really cheap right now. I think they're like $1. This is... Okay, I can't find it right now, but they were about $1.05 when I purchased them, so they're extremely cheap right now. And if the stock could even go to like $12, like I would probably almost double my money. So the risk versus reward is really, really good. So, okay. In regards to options, I would go ahead and get the 21st January 2022 $10 call option. If, for example, you were to purchase 40 contracts at $4,000, let's say low end of a SPAC, I could see it would probably be like $9.50. Let's say we're even targeting $14. So depending on what happens, let's say the stock even hits like $11. You see, you're making about 84-86% depending on when it happens. So the risk versus reward is extreme. Like, it's a huge difference. Like, you could lose 10% at most if you decide to cash out and you didn't want to hold through with it. But like, if the stock were to go back to where it was $12.40, you'd make it almost triple your money. So the risk reward there makes sense for me and how I trade. So I went ahead and took a good position on it. But I'm just going ahead and showing you guys this. You could purchase it. Obviously, do your own due diligence. Nothing is certain. This is all rumors and speculation. But if it does happen, we can make a lot of money. But if it doesn't happen, I'm willing to risk a small percentage of my my position. For me, I find it worth it, but leave it down in the comments what you think. If there's another SPAC company or another company you guys want me to look into or do research for, and please leave a like and subscribe. Peace.